Man, I gotta hurry up and start this episode. Oh, wait, where did I go? Oh gosh, help, help. Oh, no. Oh, I'm over here now. Help. Oh, I'm out of the water. Oh. This is a problem. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just come out here. Oh, hey, did you see all that? Man, that was crazy. Welcome to the episode. Oh, let's get started. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to episode 36 of From Bedrock to Java. Man, last episode was a blast. We got to tour the entire world, and in today's episode, I want to go ahead and expand upon this world even further. My first little mini goal of today's episode is to go ahead and expand my ballroom. I want to go ahead and do something a little bit more mind-numbing and not really thought-provocative. I just kind of want to dig out this entire area right here and just make it bigger. And that means I'm gonna have to do a lot of digging. Sigh. See you guys in several hours.
Many unbearable hours later.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Man, this took me so long. It honestly should not have taken me as long as it did, but we're finally finished. I think we're probably not going to end up using this entire area for who knows how long, but I'm just happy that I managed to build this section out while I am able to and have some time. I kind of want to get to building this whenever I have a little bit more time on my hands and building up this grand ballroom. I think it'd be kind of cool. Anyways, today's episode is going to be a little bit more of a shorter one. I kind of ran out of time this week because I've been working on a bunch of other projects, so I figured today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter while I focus on a singular build that I've been meaning to build for the past couple of episodes now. But first, I want to go ahead and get myself distracted with texturing this side of this wall. This side of this wall has looked very bland and very ugly for the past who knows how long, and I think it's time to go ahead and give this thing a new look. Let's go ahead and texture it.
Why is there a zombie villager in gold armor with a chicken in a boat over here?
You're asking the wrong guy. I was doing my world tour and I saw that and I was confused as well. Whatever I was thinking in the past, I don't know.
I don't know this man, officer, I swear.
Yeah.
Sure, I am that man, but I don't know him.
Whatever I was doing then, it's not me.
Brent, I'm disappointed in you, by the way. Come here to your storage room.
Okay, I was gonna say. Come here.
Don't act like you don't say that all the time.
Maybe later.
Don't act like you don't.
I mean, to be fair, usually when I say it, I'm like in the same place I was when you last saw me.
Yeah, but you move all. Brent, we have lost you going in a straight line.
Straight lines are hard, okay?
You ain't lying, dog. I'll be straight with you. You ain't lying.
I'm disappointed this isn't a crafting table, by the way, Brent. I'm disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed as well.
Brandon, come to your base.
I'm here.
In the storage room?
Oh, no, I'm not there. It's beautiful with shaders.
Let me turn on shaders. What shaders do you use?
Solus.
Oh my god!
It's so pretty.
Oh my god! I love the way it lights up.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
Let me try it with my texture pack now. Ooh, it still looks really good. Oh my god.
I think I need to build an area just for like this kind of stuff. This looks cool. Suddenly this side of the base is starting to fit alongside this side. It looks a lot more completed than it used to, and I enjoy that. Now we're gonna have to copy what's over here and bring it up to that section up there, and it's gonna take a little bit of time because I'm gonna have to relearn that style. Anyways, let's get into building up this office. Phew, that was a lot of work, but it was really fun. I actually really enjoyed building this thing. It was one of the more intricate builds that I've done in a little bit, and I don't know. It was a nice refresher, just build other styles rather than just what I've been doing for the past couple months. I don't know. This was really nice. I really enjoyed this. Hopefully you all enjoyed the build as well. But with that being said, there's only one thing that's left to do. Oh, missed. 1 second. Okay. The only thing that's left to do is the interior. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let's discuss exactly how I do my interiors. So the first thing I like to do is to set up all of the walls, ceilings, and whatnot to make sure that it actually fits. So the first thing I'm doing here, I'm setting up some ceilings and then adding some lights. Next up is the wall, and in this case I want it to be some sort of accent wall. The other thing I have to think about is the fact that I can't expand past this wall because my shulker farm is right there and I do not want shulkers teleporting inside my office. That is very unprofessional. Once I have the shell of this entire building set up, the next thing to do is to split this building up into several sections. I want to figure out what kinds of rooms I can put inside this office, and for that, we need more walls. The process of placing down these walls is also to figure out exactly where your doorways are going to be, because if you want to get from room to room, you need more doors. And without more doors, you're kind of just stuck in one room. And just like that, we have ourselves 3 separate rooms. I also decided to leave myself a little bit of space on the walls so that way I can make them more unique and leave special features on the walls that can be, I don't know, unique features of the building. Moving on from the actual walls of this building itself, let's go ahead and start working on adding some furniture. The first piece of furniture I like to add sometimes would be the bookshelves, because bookshelves are kind of like walls. You don't really move them around very often, so you kind of have them off to the side and in positions that are not very obstructive. I can also create unique features with these bookshelves, such as this kind of, I guess, accent wall full of just books. I don't know exactly what I would use it for because I don't read this much, but if I wanted to, I can read. Since this office is also doubling as my bedroom, I'm also going to have one of the rooms itself just host my bed. So here we go. We're going to give myself the massive bed because I'm a big guy. Also looking at this bed, I also realized that there's a big blank empty space behind it. So I kind of wanted to fill it up with something, and that would be a painting right here. But I don't want it to be too intricate as that will detract from the rest of the room. Again, as a chaotic style of builder, I will jump around my build quite a lot. So not only am I working on my bedroom, I'm also working on all 3 of the rooms at the same time. This includes my actual office room right here, and then I'm planning on adding like a waiting room right over here, and again, just bouncing around, placing blocks, because I have an idea that I want to get through, and honestly, that's something I recommend to all of you. If you're building and you are currently working on a big building and you're working on an interior, feel free to jump around, because sometimes creativity can be dulled by working in a singular space for a long period of time. Jumping around a build lets you kind of manifest your creativity, and as you keep practicing, you're going to just get more ideas as you go, and that leads to a better build overall. Anyways, back to just talking about the build itself. Once I have some of the other stuff all around the room set up, I go ahead and start adding some furniture. I feel like furniture is something that can be easily moved around according to the room, but certain decorations such as paintings and stuff, they have to actually be in specific spots beforehand. I don't know how to explain it, it's just something that I've always done. Jumping back to one of the unique features that I was talking about earlier with the wall was the fact that I have this kind of window shape in the room to my office, to my bedroom, and this is something that I actually wanted to have. It's very unique. You never really see this in buildings, probably because of structural reasons, but this adds a lot of extra space. It makes the room feel bigger than it actually is, and on top of it, it's unique. It's something to look at. It's very interesting. Now going back to the context of this being my office, I'm also going to add some features that resemble me. And in this case, I'm just going to build a statue of myself because why not? And in this case, since this is an office for me, I want to look intellectual because the people coming here, they probably think I'm going to be very important. They want to see more of me. And in this case, I want to show myself, I guess, writing a something and make myself look very intelligent. Another very important thing to think about when you're doing interiors is to think about the vibe of what you want everyone to think of when they enter this room. In the case of this being my office, again, I want them to think about me. This is my personality. And since I'm showing off my statue, which is being smart, I'm gonna also include some other things such as this greenery, which makes me feel like a natural type person. These greens are more calming and it just fits me. So when you're building a room, make sure to fit the context. So like if you're building a restaurant, you want to, depending on the type of restaurant, for example, it's a McDonald's, you're going to want to have more of a fun aesthetic with like a little playground, brighter colors, all that kind of stuff. But for something like an Olive Garden where it's supposed to be a little bit fancier, you're going to have it be a little bit more high strung, maybe some greenery, some more, I guess, beige corporate colors. that kind of stuff. Just remember that when you're building something, you're building a mood. That is something that you're trying to do. Create as much of a mood as you can to fit your ideal aesthetic, and suddenly your build is going to end up 10,000 times better. I can guarantee that if you cater to the mood, your build's going to fit so nicely in your world. But once you have most of the big details in, all that's left to do is to add some small details. These small details are very important. They're more important than you would expect, because these little details bring a little bit of life into your world. Because, you know, if you add some mess, like you add a bunch of chests, papers everywhere, all that kind of stuff, it creates another vibe. So if I have papers everywhere, it shows that I'm kind of messy, maybe a little bit busy a lot of the time. I'm too busy to organize my stuff, or I'm just too lazy to do it. One of the two. But it creates that sense of character within the build. You start to get an idea for what the person who built it or lives inside of that building is like, and it helps give the world a lot more life. I feel like I should have a birdcage in here, actually. That could be kind of cool.
Oh wait, you can't.
Whoa! I think something happened to him here again. Oh no!
Not only is that parrot, that just looks like a sniper rifle. Shoulder-mounted cannon.
Yeah. Another thing I really enjoy doing is to add life into the build itself, and this includes some actual creatures in Minecraft, such as parrots, cats, dogs, turtles, axolotls, you name it. Pretty much anything that can move around adds a lot of life to your build, because if everything is still, it's kind of boring. So if something's moving around, there's some sort of life going on in there, and that's pretty natural. And there's only one issue with this, and it's the fact that there are some issues with the creatures' pathing. They are a little bit stupid, and you have to have a lot of struggles in order to get them where you want them to be. Hello, kitty cat. Move over, please. Thank you very much. Actually, sit up real quick. Come on, sit by me, please. No? No? Where? Kitty cat? Wait. Where'd it go? What? How? Rabbit's foot. Oh, ooh, please. Yes, yes. Ah! I've made a mistake. Right here. Okay, kitty cat. Come on. How'd you even get down there? I was not expecting that today. That was... Where'd he go? Kitty cat? There you are. Let's go. Back inside, back inside. Thank you. Okay, maybe you can sit on the carpet instead. The carpet might be safer for you. That bed apparently is dangerous. Anyways, this episode is starting to get a little bit longer than I anticipated, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Sure, it's not as long as most of my other episodes, but again, I just want this episode to be pretty short, and I think it's gonna be pretty short today. So, let's go ahead and do a final tour of this build that I did in today's episode. And first off, I'm gonna have to just say that I really love this build. It looks amazing. I just love the details. It just fits into the build so much. And on top of that, it adds to this entire base. The base feels a lot more full than it used to, especially since this entire area used to be an outline. But anyways, this is the interior. The first room we get met with is the, I guess we could call this like a lobby. We have some chairs over here with a nice little table, some bookshelves, paintings. We even got this little tree thing over here. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks amazing. Sure, they don't connect, but it's fine. I think they work perfectly the way they are. On top of that, we have a little statue of myself, which is, of course, really tall. It resembles real life. And look at me. I'm writing down something important while I'm thinking. Don't know what I'm thinking about, but I'm writing down something. Anyways, it looks cool. I'm happy with the statue. I think it's probably, it tells a lot of story. Then as we move on to the next room, we have my actual office. Right here, we have myself a little book that I can write on. We have ourselves 2 chairs that I can have talking to me. We also have these lecterns here, which I can write in to talk about different plans that I have, like, I don't know, redstone plan, build plans, episode plans, who knows? I could do a lot of stuff with these books. Books are awesome. Again, here's one of the special features that's unique to this building. I wanted to have some sort of, I guess, window between rooms. Something that isn't a traditional window, but has that vibe of like an airy space. It makes this room feel a little bit bigger. And that leads me into my bedroom. Look at this. We have ourselves a grand bed with a balcony up there, which has some signs. We have our books, a cat, all that kind of stuff. These signs are also going to be... Oh, don't forget about notes mod. Almost forgot about my notes mod again. Luckily, I have that.
Yep. But yeah, this room is decorated to fit me, I guess, pretty well. I mean, I don't think I actually have a bunch of little thingies of myself, but it's fine. It's cool. We got a jelly cat over here. We got a carpet, a nice little big bed because I'm a big boy. Paintings. It is very minimalistic. We don't have too much. We have a nice mix of stuff. It's like messy, but not messy to the point where you can't live in it. I like to be a little bit organized when I live, and I think this fits perfectly. Okay, let's see if we can find any other small details that we might need. I don't know. Oh, right. We have a parrot. Took forever to get him in here, but he's in here now. If I ever wanted to dance, I got a jukebox right over here. I also have to say I'm in love with these new paintings. These new paintings add so much life to this world. I think if we were just stuck to the original couple paintings that Minecraft had, I don't know. This right here, it's so beautiful. It doesn't feel like Minecraft, but it is Minecraft. I love it. I'm surprised I actually did not get any of the original... Wait, did I get... Oh, I did. I got 2 of the original paintings here. Look at that! We got a little cowboy. It's cool. But anyways, I think I'm going to wrap it up for today's episode. Next episode, I think I want to bring more life into my world. I know in my last episode, or a couple episodes before that, I did bring life into my world with a heron right over there. However, this time, I think I want to bring more life into my world using statues. Because I feel like having statues around my world with just people is going to make it feel so much more alive. I think that's going to be fun. I want to build up some interior work, and then, I don't know, get some soldiers around my castle. Like, maybe we're gonna have a couple soldiers stationed around here. People walking up into the castle. We might have some people in here organizing stuff. Who knows? We have a lot of stuff we can do, and I just gotta be creative with it. This, I think, will be one of the more fun projects, since I don't exactly have too much experience with statue building, but I found myself really enjoying doing this statue work right over here because I got to tell an amazing story and it was an amazing build. I also have this entire ballroom over here to build, which is going to lead me to do quite a lot of statue work at some point, but that's besides the point. Anyways, thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I had a lot of fun doing this one. I have an office now. I can organize myself better. And, yeah. Have a good one, y'all. Bye. Oh, I hit a wall. I'm gonna go see a doctor, which I don't have because I haven't built a hospital. Goodbye, y'all.
I love